You are listening to the Star Lores podcast.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Are you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder?
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Welcome aboard the Millennial Falcon. Thanks for tuning in to the Star Lores podcast. This is Jordan.
I'm Sam.
And this is Christian.
So we've been away for a little while, and if you guys are wondering why we haven't put out an episode, it's because somebody had to go and get COVID.
COVID? Or was it the bonnet and cough?
Yes, the bonnet and cough.
I did get swabbed for that too.
So Christian, have you fully recovered from your illness?
I am allowed to be in the galaxy again, yes.
That's good.
That's the thing. Has this thing made it to the galaxy far, far away?
Well, we can only hope that it doesn't.
Does Bacta cure it?
Apparently not. It's the one thing back to can't cure. It's well, we all hope you seem to have gotten through it okay.
Yeah, I'm alive and well. Thank you for asking.
Cool. So this is our season finale. Basically just an episode where we give a few announcements, do some updates, and then talk about some interesting current events kind of stuff. First of all, I want to thank our newest patron, Alex, and I'll include applause in
Clap,
post.
clap, 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 clap.
Yeah. So thanks, Alan. He's our newest patron. Talked to him a little bit. Seems like a cool guy.
And you know what? Thanks, Alan, too.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there,
There's an
Alan
Alan
might
who's
be
like,
listening.
I'm
And
gonna
you know
kid.
what, Alan? Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, dude. Thanks to a future Alan who will become a patron.
That's right.
I also, on that note, I have mentioned this in like some ads and stuff. Just wanted to remind everyone of kind of the new patron benefits. If you go to www.patreon.com/starlores, you will find our Patreon account. You can join for as little as $1 a month. However, as many may have noticed, all of our bonus episodes, like our review episodes and stuff like that, have been removed from our podcast feed, and that is because they are now Patreon exclusive. If you want access to that, you have to be a minimum $2 patron, $2 per month patron. You can become a patron for $1, but that'll only give you access to the private Facebook group where we share funny memes, basically, and have fun. Anyways, we are still going to release our regular bonus episodes, especially in between seasons. However, they're only going to be up for a limited time, and then they'll go behind a paywall after that. But we really encourage you guys, if you're new to the show, we have a lot of really cool episodes, fun episodes that you can have access to in the private RSS feed if you so choose. So just become a patron and help the show out. We're growing, and we're excited for everything that's happening. So, yeah.
There's a pretty exciting episode about warrior cultures, if I remember correctly.
Absolutely.
A lot of people love that one. But that's a Patreon exclusive. And now feel free to tell us what you'd like to see on offer in the Patreon section. More bonus episodes is what you want. If you want us to leave funny outgoing messages
Totally.
as doing bad Star Wars impressions for $5 a month or something.
I, as a donor, would like to see Sam exclusively reenact all of Revenge of the Sith.
I can do it.
Or we could even do a sexy calendar. If you guys so choose.
When are we starting the Star Wars OnlyFans?
Misa been a bad girl.
Oof. Yeah, so indeed. A couple more announcements. So we will be doing a season 4. We're working on that as we speak, but obviously it's a lot of writing and producing. We're looking at early March, but we don't have a set date. It's tentatively early March. Could be a little later, depending on how things go, as long as none of us get any Bothan nether rot. We all stay relatively healthy.
Yeah.
There hopefully won't be any interruptions. Also, Community Cantina. So this is what we've been doing. We haven't done a lot of it, but we want to do some more. If any of our listeners have like Star Wars related content, so be that like a drawing or some kind of art,
Fan art,
yeah.
Cool collectible.
Yeah,
item.
any of your collectibles. If you have even a book collection of Star Wars stuff, if you're like really into cosplay and you have like a sweet cosplay thing,
We know you're out there.
Yeah.
We know the 501st and Mandalorian mercs are out there listening.
Indeed.
Show us your cool.
One of our patrons has an Etsy store where she makes like Star Wars plushies and knit toys and stuff. She just did an Ahsoka Tano baby mobile.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like sweet stuff.
We
like
know you're out there.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like give it to us, submit it to us. Even if you have like fan fiction, one of these days, if we get enough, we want to do like a bonus episode of like fan fiction.
We already have some in the bag. We need to.
Yeah, we've got something in the hopper.
Yeah, so
We know you're listening out there too, waiting for us to talk about this. It's been a while. We apologize.
So yeah, because eventually we'll do a bonus episode of just reading out cool fan fiction. So if you have fan fiction that you want to submit, totally give it to us.
But I do want to preface that with it does have to be good. We're not going. We will be exercising quite a bit of editorial control.
Yeah.
So just do your best. Use a spell check. Paragraph properly, all that good stuff you learned in English
Don't send
class.
your dirty napkin that you wrote cool side story on.
Don't use it twice in a sentence. That's like one rule I hear from writers. Anyways, yeah, any other announcements, things people should be aware of that you guys
Just feedback.
wanna
Just
bring?
give us feedback.
Yeah.
And,
So some corrections. Famously, we flubbed Ajunta Paul and Nagasato and who exactly cut
yeah.
off whose head.
Yeah.
Just for the record, Ajunta Paul cut
Yeah,
off Hackagram Grouch's head.
Do you remember
Nagasato was thousands of years earlier.
Yeah, what episode was that?
It must have been Sith
Sith
Species.
I think.
Yeah.
I think we maybe made the same mistake when we reviewed
Probably.
The comic. Yeah.
Splinter in the Mind's Eye. I think I mixed up Nagasato and Ajunta Paul again.
We should just start embracing it.
Yeah.
Just don't even correct us. We know what we're doing.
Yeah. We're writing our own canon
Now.
Star Wars as we go. That's what I want. I want people to listen to this. Then all the mistakes we make, go on Wikipedia
And edit
and
them
edit it
into
so that we're
reality.
retroactively right.
Correct. What the heck? This doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah, the victors write history. Right?
That's right. The other thing is on our YouTube channel of all places, a listener told us some interesting facts about our Yuuzhan Vong episode. So I sort of see the mistake I made now, making the point about when the Yuuzhan Vong immigrated from their galaxy to the galaxy far, far away. They had lost hyperspace capability at that point. And so I reasoned that, okay, so we know they're going less than the speed of light now, theoretically. The fastest they could be going is like 1 kilometer slower than the speed of light,
yeah.
right? So
Which would still take an incredible amount of time to traverse.
on average, the distance between galaxies is about 10 million light years. So if we assume that the Yuuzhan Vong's sub hyperspace capability is in fact exactly the speed of light, which doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
It would have taken them 10 million years. But then also, I think I tried to make the case that they're probably not going anywhere near the actual speed of light because you just wouldn't bother designing ships to do that, I don't think.
Without actually being able to break the barrier. If you can already warp physics to go that fast, why not go faster?
So my thinking it would be orders of magnitude less than the speed of light. So the maximum time they could have possibly spent traveling between two galaxies, somewhere in there, I said maybe trillions of years, like if you're doing 1/10. And the fan rightly pointed out that the Andromeda galaxy, for example, is 2.5 million light years away. So if traveling at just the speed of light or 1 kilometer an hour under the speed of light would take 2.5 million years.
Gotta look out for those space cops that are going to catch
exactly.
you.
Not trillions. I think we're sort of both right on this.
Yeah,
Possibly.
It's also very very subjective based on your starting numbers and distances. And
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a good reason. I do know in some canon material, references are made to jumping to light speed. So some ships maybe in the Star Wars universe do travel at light speed. It's not exactly clear why when you have, I don't know. It doesn't look like they're going light speed, for example, when they're near planets, right? Because you can tell the frame of reference. That's probably too far into hyperspace travel on an episode that's not exclusively about hyperspace travel. But so thanks for pointing that out. The Andromeda galaxy, it is interesting. It's a close barred spiral galaxy, so it's a lot like the Milky Way. It's a good contender for a galaxy that's possibly rich with life. And it is something like where the Yuuzhan Vong came from, their galaxy, theoretically. It's kind of the mirror image of the galaxy far, far away. And we do know that the galaxy far, far away is a spiral. I'm not sure if it's a barred spiral or not, but that's
neither here nor there.
a whole side quest in terms of galactic formation. So it's interesting and cool.
Yeah. Also with corrections, if anyone hears something they think is wrong or know is wrong, make sure to send us a message. We like to do corrections, even if it's from previous seasons. Like that's something that
Episode 1.
Yeah. Really, be as nitty gritty as you can. I want to get a
Be
full
pedantic.
I want to get a full episode that I don't have to do any work on. Because
Joke's on you.
Feel free. We'll probably usually cover the corrections in season finale episodes, but we'll see how many we get. Depends on how many.
Depends how bad we are.
Yeah.
So
So anyway, sorry, you were saying.
the new Star Wars stories being told out there in the world. Of course, everyone's familiar with The Mandalorian. It's doing gangbusters from what I hear. I haven't actually even started season 2 yet. I only watched season 1.
I'm so excited for you and so jealous.
I'm going to
you get to
enjoy
experience the
binging
feelings
the whole
that I
thing
feel.
at once.
Yeah, I have to say, so maybe we'll just talk a little bit about our thoughts on the future of Disney Wars and
the tragedy of Darth Mickey.
The unwise.
I really enjoyed season 2 of The Mandalorian, and I actually thought they one up themselves from season 1. I thought it actually got better, which I was a little worried it was going to be worse than season 1, but I probably enjoyed it a little bit more. So, but without giving any spoilers or anything.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people out there I don't think that have seen the light.
Yeah. But I think as anyone who's a Legends fan, I think you're gonna like Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's Dave Filoni. He's coming from the old guard. He did the Clone Wars. He knows what he's talking about. He is a Star Wars fan. He does a lot of fan service for.
And Dave Filoni being the major producer writer of Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian, yeah.
And he directs an episode.
And being
every
teamed
year.
up with Jon Favreau, who's also very talented himself. And
The industry term for him is showrunner, right? That's like kind of his
pseudo title.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously there's a lot of there's a lot of references, callbacks to Legends material that he looks like he's just,
Totally. Yeah.
and it's not in a disrespectful way. He very much like appreciates.
Yeah. It's the thing, and I think it like for us, for this show, it's a very lore rich
Yeah.
TV show, so it's and even just little subtle things, it's like, it's like you feel very immersed into
The
that.
IG droid, man. That
Oh, yeah.
including an IG. That's season 1, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that for me is like such a deep Star Wars cut.
Dig, yeah.
There's so many.
Did you guys also know that the first IG droid is actually in A New Hope? It's in Chalmun's Cantina.
Yes.
He's
yes.
not. Well, it depends if you
It's the
see it
same-
as an IG droid or if it's.
It's the same model is reused.
Yeah,
I think it's the same prop.
it's bar. It is exactly
Yeah.
what it was, but it's a bar like material, like a drink serving
Yeah.
apparatus.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they just took that and threw it on a droid. Whether or not that's supposed to be canon as exactly.
I think
that.
it is. I think it is.
So with the seemingly like massive success of Mandalorian, and it seems to be a huge hit with. I have not heard anybody complain about the Mandalorian, even like hardcore fans of the new trilogy, like the Disney stands, seem to enjoy it as well. Like there seems to be universal praise for it. Like, so with all that, they're now announcing a slate of new shows, Star Wars related shows. It almost seems like, well, no, they're not really doing that. But I was gonna say maybe like a MCU kind of thing, but
Yeah.
it
seems a lot of them are spread out over different eras and things. So
yeah,
I don't know if
they're
you've got a
not
lot
all
of crossover.
necessarily. Yeah, they're not all necessarily connected.
So
But
what do we got? There's like the Ahsoka show,
yeah,
Obi-Wan Kenobi,
yeah.
his show, Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
I think that isn't that the Rangers?
No, there's two.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Lando.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Lando.
I'm not as excited for that one.
Man,
Isn't it with his daughter? It's his daughter.
oh, is it?
Yeah,
Ah,
from the movie.
Crazy side story here.
I was hoping it was swashbuckling era Lando.
No,
It's
no.
it's
It's
gonna
like
be old
Solo.
man
It's-
Lando.
yeah, it's like old, overweight Lando.
Don't
Yeah.
you knock my man.
Billy D. Williams.
Yeah. Total side note about
If anybody knows where the Billy D. Williams painting of Cloud City, I think that he did sometime in the 90s and sold on his website. If anybody knows where that painting
it's in
ended up,
somebody's attic.
tell me, because I know that Billy D. Williams, he's like a professional level painter, and he did do some Star Wars themed paintings
Did he?
back in the day.
What were you saying there, Christian?
Kind of a tangent. So I thought this Lando thing was young buckling Lando with who's that actor who plays young Lando?
The
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, that's all I
who
know him as. I'm trying to remember his
Danny
real name.
Glover.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
it's Danny Glover. yeah.
Donald
Donald
Glover.
Glover.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
Danny Glover is
Is
from another era.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
And Predator. No, he's not in Predator. Lethal Weapon. Anyways, Donald
No,
Glover.
I think he is in Predator 2.
Oh, he is. He's the cop. Yeah.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
And Danny
Getting way
Glover
off.
walk into a bar and an IG droid is serving blue
Drinks.
milk.
No, I thought it was gonna be connected to the Solo movie, which
Yeah.
then reminded me of the other actor who plays young Han Solo,
Yeah.
who's I didn't know this is in A Brave New World, which I started watching recently.
Oh,
Which he's a surprisingly good actor in that. So
is that a show?
yeah,
I didn't know they made it a show.
Yeah.
Really?
I recently discovered it too. Yeah, I've been
Where?
watching it.
What's
very
it on?
recently. I think it's on Showcase,
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
but he's pretty good in that. So no knock to him as an actor.
Sure,
for
yeah.
his presentation in Solo. He's grown on me.
Yeah.
I still
I
have.
don't think he was a bad actor.
He gets a lot of flack. Maybe it's because he couldn't reflect Harrison Ford.
Nobody can be Harrison Ford. It's like
They gave him an impossible
how can
task.
you-
He
yeah,
failed
how
from the
can you-
start just
yeah.
by virtue of what they asked him to do.
Yeah, like he's such a I don't know, unique
Person.
personality that it's like
Yeah, that's that is not a small ask.
yeah.
And 'cause
Anyways,
it's like
I
it's like
don't
he's
blame
even
I
being-
don't blame him for what the movie was, not at all. You know. So, anyways, I digress. But
Star Wars shows.
yeah, Star Wars shows. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Are you glad they're doing all these? Do you think it's maybe a little much?
I think it's a bit much.
I
to
do
be
too.
honest.
It's typical Disney corporate behavior. They
Yeah.
see something successful, so then they make a million of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
And you know, I'm like, I know half of these are gonna be duds. You know?
and I think that's exactly it. Is that they're gonna overplay their hand.
Yeah.
They're gonna overdo it. They're gonna have a bunch of different people taking all these shows in different directions. The thing that
Yeah.
makes The Mandalorian good is the care, the thoughtfulness, the attention to detail, all those elements. But if you suddenly are mass producing this again, throwing any old director onto stuff, some of it's gonna be sweet, some of it's probably gonna
Yeah.
be trash. I'm not particularly excited for any one thing. There's a lot of things obviously that are nostalgia bait, like Rogue Squadron. And
Yeah, I was gonna say Rogue Squadron and Kenobi. I think are
Yeah.
probably have the most potential for me because Ewan McGregor is reprising his role as Obi-Wan,
as Obi-Wan,
right?
and
so that's
Hayden
pretty
Christensen
huge.
is coming back too.
Oh, is he?
It was
That's-
recently
yeah,
announced.
that's very
yes.
cool.
I really want Kenobi to be good. I am worried though because there has been some development issues in
Oh, is
the-
it in
already.
development hell
yeah,
already?
Yeah.
it doesn't sound good. So
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about.
One of the ones I'm
And then
also-
Rogue Squadron, I feel like even just for TV, as a concept potentially has like the most
Potential.
mileage because
Yeah,
just already when you have a squadron, just how a squadron operates,
Yeah.
it's sort of made for TV because they're running around the galaxy,
running missions,
having
yeah.
all these random adventures on all these cool planets.
Yeah. I believe Patty
And
Jenkins.
then just tons of awesome cockpit
banter.
space battles.
Yeah. Patty Jenkins, I think, has already been slated to direct Rogue Squadron, if I'm not mistaken. She did Wonder Woman,
oh, okay.
which the second one apparently is not very good. I haven't seen
Did
it.
she do both of them? Or
Yeah,
just,
she
oh,
she
okay.
didn't write the first one. She just directed the first one. So
I really enjoyed the first one.
I did too.
I haven't seen
and
the
I haven't seen the
second
second one, but
yeah.
everything I'm hearing is it's
I've heard
not
yeah.
good at all.
I've heard it's not good. As well.
The other one that was kind of a secret announcement was the Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
I'm
yeah,
excited for that one.
That
And
one.
I am, yes. That's probably the one I'm singularly most excited for because it has a direct tie into The Mandalorian, so I feel it will be treated with the same respect and care.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a huge Boba Fett and / Mandalorian fan, so
Yeah. I am hopeful for the Ahsoka show as well.
yeah.
I liked Rosario Dawson
Dawson's portrayal. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. The only thing that makes me not as excited about it is it seems very Rebels heavy, and not that Rebels was bad. I just didn't enjoy Rebels
Yeah.
as much as I did.
I
the
think a
Clone
lot of
Wars.
people feel that way.
Yeah,
though.
and Rebels has its hardcore audience. It's like, no, it's even better than the Clone Wars and stuff. I don't hate it. I don't hate Rebels. It just it didn't tickle me in the right spot as the Clone Wars series did.
Yeah.
So that is just it doesn't excite me the same way.
Yeah.
Is the only thing.
I think the least excited I am is probably the Lando one, and then the what's that other one? With the Rangers.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
you just don't know anything
I
about
don't
it,
know
so it's hard to
anything.
get excited
Yeah,
for
it's
it.
like maybe it'll be good.
Rumor has it that Cara Dune might be.
What's the Bad Batch?
Yes, the Bad Batch. That's the other one I'm super excited
That one
for.
might be interesting.
So that's the
too.
direct sequel to the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's
so
what
it
it looks
follows
like.
the Bad Batch from the Clone Wars
Yeah.
series as their own spin-off show. It looks like from the trailer that it's going to be a lot of Rise of the Empire type stuff. Which
Yeah.
I'm
I think I just
all
saw
for.
Dark Trooper, which I'm pretty excited for.
Yeah. If that's
If
you're
correct,
lying
I'm
eyes.
watching the trailer as
we
we're
speak.
doing
Yeah.
this. It does look pretty cool. I'm
Yeah.
pretty into this.
Yeah, the Clone Wars is just fantastic. So I'm excited for that too.
Yeah.
Again, I'm assuming Dave Filoni is going to have some kind of hand in its production because all of this is his baby. So
Yeah.
we'll see. The Acolyte is one of the standout ones.
That sounds cool. As in Sith acolyte.
As in probably Sith Acolyte. Probably not if the rumor has it that it's going to be tied directly into the new High Republic.
Oh, okay.
And the High Republic distinctly is known to not
About
have,
Sith.
not have Sith.
Yeah.
To not have Sith.
And that's about 800 years prior to.
I don't know exactly
Battle
what
of
the
Yavin.
timeline is.
I'm pretty sure it's 800.
Is it the Battle of Yavin or 800 before Episode 1? I'm not sure because Disney's changed everything, right? So
Oh, really?
How,
Well,
how they mark time and everything is totally different.
800 and change, give or take a few years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, at
So
that scale,
It does.
Yeah.
that's
I
100 years.
I just read the plot summary. It does sound like it is High Republic era, but it is the Sith are being introduced into that era
Okay,
now.
so there's potential there.
That's what it sounds like, anyway.
Yeah, the High Republic is very divisive right now.
Yeah, let's talk about the High Republic.
Yeah,
what
so
are your thoughts?
Current
This
news.
is-
This episode's gonna be so dated. But
Well, the High Republic was in.
it was just
this summer,
launched.
right?
So it was.
2020.
I don't know when it was. They had a whole build up to it. I don't know when the first announcements came out.
I
The
think it was
official
some-
launch was this year,
Yeah, yeah. So,
January or February, when the first actual books and things have come out.
oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They had like a lot of pre-show stuff late
Yeah.
last year, leading up to it. It's very divisive right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of. It seems Star Wars Twitter is.
Burning up.
Yeah. Pretty
which is
divided over
known
it.
to do.
Yeah.
I personally haven't engaged with any of the material. Conceptually, I like a lot of things that I've heard, but it has Disney Star Wars written all over it too.
Yeah.
So probably not going to be excited for it myself.
I'm not super excited for it. There's some cool, like I was talking to you before. There's kind of some cool aesthetics and
Yeah.
cool concepts. We'll have to see how they actually play
Yeah.
out.
Well, and we're very early into this
Yeah.
too, right? They've only released, I think, one novel, one comic book, and one children's book so far, I believe.
Yeah,
So we'll have to give it some time to really.
totally. Yeah, I mean, there's some authors I don't personally care for that much, but
Yeah.
you know,
They might surprise you.
Yeah,
And
who
they might
knows?
not. I
Yeah.
personally am already on the boycott train for Disney's. The Mandalorian, I believe, is
after we were just talking about all the shows you're definitely gonna watch.
I'm gonna watch
Boycott Disney.
2 of those shows.
Then
rest-
after you'll boycott.
Again, it's that thing, right? Where like I liked Rogue One, I like The
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
yeah.
So far, those are the only 2 things that have hit it for me from Disney, and
Yeah.
they're things that come from people who either treat the material with care or want to take the material in an interesting direction.
Well, let me put it this way. So we've got 2 properties out of like what? If you count all the TV shows.
Yeah, a lot.
So it's like out of 6 or 7.
Yeah,
So we got two hits with this new batch of publishing with the amount, with the sample size we're dealing with.
yeah.
I think we've got another.
Oh yeah,
There's at least another Mandalorian
Somewhere in
Statistically,
there.
yeah.
statistically somewhere
Yeah,
in there.
It's called the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, it could well be. But
Yeah.
And
I
the
think
Bad Batch.
there'll be at least one more good one too. I'm expecting at least 2 of those.
You just got to sift through all the garbage.
are going to be watchable.
So I will say I would like to see some original Star Wars content that isn't drawing from like any of the stuff we've had before. And actually, where it actually lands with me, you know, because
Which is
I
what
haven't
the High
seen
Republic is supposed to be,
it. Yeah,
but it's supposed to be original.
yeah, yeah.
It's obviously the
I think
Disney take on the Old Republic.
I do believe Yoda is in the High
He
Republic.
is in the High
He's the
Republic.
only character.
character that's
yeah.
from which is cool to have that fresh slate, that clean slate, so
Yeah.
they can maybe take things in new directions.
Yeah, yeah.
But who
We'll
knows?
see. Yeah. Yeah. The kind of our thoughts on the upcoming
Current affairs.
current affairs of stuff. Let us know what you guys are thinking about.
Yeah, what you're excited for, what you think
Our
is
State
gonna
of the
be-
Techno Union address.
Yeah.
We need to make that
Indeed.
an official bit. I love the way that Wat Tambor talks with his, his thing.
Anyways, yeah. May the fourth be with you.
Forks be with